BMAX Audio Adventure. It's BJJ365. And today, I'm very excited. I'm very excited because I have the man, the myth, the legend, the mastermind behind Toe Hold Flip Flops. AG. What's up, dude?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm very sleepy, actually. I'm amazing, but also sleepy. I kind of fell asleep I kind of fell asleep in my chair while I was waiting on you to send me your Skype ID. I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna make it, but I made it, and here we are.
That was a process.
What's going on, dude?
Just working away, doing the grind.
How's Las Vegas?
Hot, super hot.
What's the temperature out? I mean, not right this second, but like, what's the high supposed to be today?
Yesterday it was 123 in my driveway.
That don't even make sense.
No, and it's monsoon season, so it's not just that it's a dry hot. It's like 50% humidity and 120 plus. So it's pretty rough.
I don't even know what that means. I got to be honest with you. That makes no sense to me. That seems like you live on another planet. When you go out there and walk around in that foolishness, it feels like another planet.
Yeah, for sure.
Walking down Fremont and seeing all them crazy people. And it's hot and you're stinking and sweating, and then everybody's sweating next to you, and then people are drunk walking around. Good and Guns N' Roses cover bands. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, me and Coach Casey were down there yesterday. Probably twice a week we like to go down there and check out the freaks just to realize what a good life we have.
Just to keep it in perspective. All right, man. So today we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to have you pick another winner for a free pair of flip-flops. So we'll do that at the end. But before we do all that, I want you to just kind of tell me about your why you do what you do. Like, tell me about your background a little bit, I guess. Don't go crazy now. Everybody ain't got to. We just got like 10 or 15 minutes here. Don't go Eddie Bravo. Don't go Eddie Bravo on me.
Right.
I was like, hey, Eddie, give me 10 minutes. And he goes, okay, no problem. Raw for an hour. It was.
Listen to that podcast.
Great.
I needed to listen to that podcast in like 3 parts. It was so long.
All right, so tell me about why you do what you do, man, and how you got started with it.
Yeah, so real fast backstory. I grew up in Oceanside, Southern California. I grew up on the beach, always wearing flip-flops, never wore shoes, never had hair. Like from when I was 7, I started shaving my head, wearing flip-flops, and just kind of grew up like that. And, years later, I was a military contractor, went over to Japan, and I had a pair of flip-flops break on me. And the thong had kind of pulled through, and we were hiking around the jungle. And the jungle out there is formidable. It's a legit jungle, like how you'd picture a Vietnam jungle, but probably worse. And I wound up teaming up with this Japanese leather craftsman and asked him I didn't have leather skills, but I knew what I wanted. So I asked him to help me kind of design a pair of flip-flops. And those guys, if you've ever been to Japan, those guys are masters of what they do. So we came up with a design. He made them for me. I wore them around, and they were awesome. And then I came back to the States, wound up working for Apple for many, many years, and that's eventually what brought me out to Las Vegas. But during that time, the flip-flops
What did you do for Apple?
I was in senior leadership. So we ran the stores, built strategies, crushed sales numbers, provide exceptional service, that sort of stuff. Led a big team. And that was the end of the Steve Jobs era. So one of the things I'm most proud of is I got to work for Apple during the Steve Jobs, era as the transition over to Tim Cook. So that was a real influential point in my life. And as far as like design, attention to detail, caring about the customer, caring about the final product, I get all of that from Apple. I attribute all that to them. But so I needed to get another pair of flip-flops, so I started making my own, and it's a slog. Leather work is extremely difficult. It's like trying to figure out how to build your own house. There's so many little aspects to it that are just ridiculous. So I wound up making a decent pair, and then of course a buddy wanted a pair, and then another buddy and another buddy. And before I knew it, I was a slave to making flip flops for everybody. No, but I love what I do.
So I've seen your process, and I have several. I have 2 pairs of your flip flops. I have 2 of the belts. I even got some of your T-shirts. They ain't made of leather though.
Not yet.
The T-shirts are not. Don't make me a leather T-shirt. That's the only request I got.
We do live in Las Vegas.
But I've seen like your process. I've been in your workshop and stuff. And as a person who I have literally zero skill as far as it comes to like handiwork or really anything that like a man can do. I can't do it. Tell me about cars, Brandon. Mine's white. I don't even know what kind it is. It's a white one. Brandon, what kind of gun do you own? A water gun. Actually, I don't even have a water gun. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Brandon, fix this. Let me get out my toolbox, a.k.a. wallet. That's a Mitch Hedberg joke. But it's accurate in this case. I can't do anything. So seeing somebody who's, like, skilled with their craft is really cool, man. So I love the flip-flops. The ones I got now that I'm wearing the most are those 100% leather ones that you made. Tell everybody about those.
Those heavyweights. So there's a quick backstory there's a 2-part story, but I'll give you the first part. So when I lived in Japan, one of my first nights there, I went out on my balcony and I was overlooking the jungle. And it's, like I said, it's a crazy, crazy jungle. I pulled my sliding screen door shut. And when I turned back to go inside, there was a hand-sized spider on the screen. And I took off the flip-flops I had at the time. They were
now, hold on a second. You kind of passed that a little too quickly. You said a hand-sized spider.
Hand-sized.
A spider the size of a hand.
Big hand. I got big hands.
I got little baby hands, but if I see a spider the size of my little baby hand, I'm gonna doo-doo right there on the spot. I'm just gonna cry. I'm gonna lose all bowel function.
Yeah,
I hate spiders, dude. I hate spiders.
And I took off my flip flop. I had like a $7, Walmart flip flop on at the time. And I whacked him off the screen, and he wouldn't come off. And eventually, I got him off, got him to the ground, and was just whacking him with my flip flop, and he wouldn't die. Picture yourself with a flimsy. I swear to God, picture yourself with a flimsy flip flop trying to whack a crab. Like, that's how hard its exoskeleton was. So I wound up turning the flip flop sideways on itself, and eventually, after about a minute, I cracked through like its exoskeleton.
Like you had to crack his skull like Conan the Barbarian, sort of.
Like cracking a crab.
Oh yeah, these
are legit spiders. So years later,
was he like popping up on his hind legs and yelling at you and stuff?
Back legs up, fangs up, and unlike bugs in America, in Japan in the jungle, the bugs aren't scared of you. They'll come out and like fight you for their territory. They're not running from you. They're
Did he know martial arts? Did he do like poses and kata and stuff at you?
He was trying to roll leg locks for sure.
Oh my God. He was well versed in Shuto.
Yeah, these things are mean, really, really mean. So years later, my boy Patrick, he was over, and we were talking about just building I was telling him that story, and he was like, "Man, we should build a giant, like, strong flip flop that we could kill spiders with." So we were just messing around, and we wound up layering them up. And like the second part of that, a lot of the guys in the Middle East, they don't want foam, they don't want cushioning, they just want like straight leather to the ground. So we kind of came up with that style where it's 4 thick pieces of Brazilian saddle leather. I mean, we're going to do a test, but I'm pretty confident, don't try this at home, that it'll stop a 9mm bullet.
You showed me that it would stop an ice pick. You showed me that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. An ice pick won't even go through one layer. So when we're hiking out here in the desert, and there's, thorns, cactus, sharp rocks, scalding hot rocks. Nothing's going through those flip-flops.
Dude, they're heavy duty for real. Like, I think if I woke up in Japan and I turned around and you were crawling on the floor and, like, you raised up at me on your hind legs, that I could take this flip flop you made me and I could crack your skull.
Oh, they would knock me clean out.
They're heavy duty. They're tanks, bro. Now listen, here's some real talk. I didn't have enough respect for how long they were going to take to break in.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to let them be my my sole flip flop on a trip out to Vegas. Like I came and I picked them up from you, and you're like, no, they're going to take you a while to break in, Brandon. And I was like, I'll be fine. Huh. Wrong, dude. Wrong. I had to go back to the tennis shoes I brought with me because I didn't bring another pair of flip flops. I was just like, I'm going to get these from my man Toehold. But they and then I was like, I did the same mistake twice because then I took them to California with me when I thought I had already had them broke in a little bit, dude. And so they take a while. They've taken me over a month, and I'm at the beginning now of getting them broken in.
Yeah.
So they're starting. I go through flip flops fast, like the ball of my foot, and then my toe, and then the inside of my heel. I kind of like on the inside of the flop, dude. I'll break through them quick. I'll skin up a pair of rainbows quick.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
What about these ones? When do you think you'll wear through these ones?
I don't think ever. I don't think it'd be possible. Genuinely don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
But even like the foam ones, the first pair that I got from you, the foam ones, the leather is like the workmanship is indestructible. But I pressed through the leather on that prototype. Like I think you sent me like maybe one of your first pairs that you were making.
Yeah, I think those
they
are
were
Gen
super
1.
early, and I didn't wear through the foam, but I thinned them out. But still, because they're leather on the bottom, they're still pretty tough.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
man.
The part I control is obviously the leather, the craftsmanship. The part that's out of my hands is like the foam and the tread. Luckily enough, we've been, with these companies, a normal company, like, hey, I want to buy some of your stuff. They're like, okay, how much do you want? Some of these tread companies, they're very finicky to deal with. You got to have, you got to pay all your bills on time. You got to, they got to like your product. If they're going to put their tread on your product, they want it to be good. And we're lucky enough to get some really, really, really high end stuff in there. We got some of Vibram soles in.
Vibram, that's the company that makes the running shoe, the toe shoes, right?
Yeah, that's where most people know them from. But if you have a high-end expedition boot, if you have anything really high-end, it's going to have a Vibram sole on it. That's like the pinnacle of tread. Made in America and Italy. So you're not dealing with, weird Chinese rubber that could have some weird pollutants in it that, could cause it to malfunction. We need our stuff to be bulletproof. So we think we're there. Every once in a while, we'll see like a little tiny hiccup, but we're quick to fix it. But for the most part, the product's bulletproof. The thong that goes through your toes, it's welded at both ends, so it'll never pull through.
Yeah, that's impossible.
And, it's not coming through at all. And now we've just been able to upgrade through our contact in Brazil to like a higher end Brazilian saddle leather they use for like I don't know if the right term is rancheros, but they'd be kind of equivalent to a ranchero, and they give us their high quality stuff now because they really like what we're doing with it.
It's thicker than Hicks and Gracie's skin, dude.
It's super thick.
That's
super thick. But to touch back on what you said with breaking in the flip flop, so when you buy a normal pair of flip flops, you go to the store. Let's say you go to the mall. You've been walking around all day, your feet are tired, and you stick your foot in like a $12 pair of like squishy, squirmy flip flops. And you're like, all right, these feel comfortable. And maybe they're already pre-shaped. Mm-hmm. They're not pre-shaped for your foot. They're just pre-shaped for a foot. And in that kind of 7-second buying decision, you take those home. And they work. I've had tons of them. I use them for like showering at the gym, stuff like that. But when I want something durable that's going to last a long time, that's going to form fit to my foot, I got 6 pairs by the door that I wear. The heavy duty ones like you have. I wear them because I feel like they promote foot strength. And one thing we lack in like martial arts is like strong feet. Dude,
I heard Nick Curson on Rogan's podcast. It's been a while back, but
mm-hmm.
He's a a student of the Marinoviches, who were BJ Penn's strength and conditioning coaches when he was going through that great run that he had at 155 pounds. But anyway, Nick Kerson was saying that foot strength is the number one indicator of athletic performance.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm fat and old, but the only thing that keeps me kind of slightly competitive is like flexibility in my foot strength. I could grab people with my feet like their hands.
Yeah, I can do that jump too. I'll be like holding your gi and like I'll be in the kids class and I'll grab their gi with my toes and stuff and just be slinging 9-year-olds around the room.
Yeah, if I get my toe underneath your cuff on your foot, like in a lockdown position, more than likely you're not getting that foot back. You're not getting that leg back. I got grippy toes, but a lot of that's from.
Plus, you're 9'4", about 720 pounds.
right about there. So yeah, that foot strength I think is huge. And if you have soft, weak feet, when you first put them in our flip flops, especially the heavyweight, your foot's going to go through like a little bit of a breaking in period, and that's good.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so maybe nobody else is a flip flop connoisseur like myself and yourself. I'm an aficionado, you know what I'm saying? I love me some flip flops. So they may not want to hear no more about it. But just in case they do, or in case they want to grab a pair, how can they get a pair of the flip flops right now? So
the way most people reach out to us is via Instagram. You know, toe_hold, TOE_HOLD. Or you can go to our website, toeholdinc.com. You'll see some videos on our construction process and kind of what goes into it, some different materials. Probably 90% of what we're making is custom stuff, meaning schools are getting their logos on there, ranks being put on there, certain material people want. We're doing all kinds of we're doing stuff that's way outside my comfort zone as far as my ability. But we're
getting it done. You made some Louis Vuitton flip-flops.
We did. Yeah, we got donated a really nice Louis Vuitton bag. And most people think Louis Vuitton's like a leather company, and they have nice leather, but their main material is like a rubber-coated canvas. And we layered it on top of a pair of Brazilian leather. Those things will virtually never wear through. And they're really, really, really nice. So that was a limited item. There's talk that we may get another bag here in the future. As you can imagine, the price on those for us to obtain or for us to make is pretty high. But the end product.
I don't even know. Nice. I don't even know what Louis Vuitton really is. Like it's fancy stuff. That's what. Remember, I'm from Lawrence County, Alabama. So we're talking about these are purses or what?
So Louis Vuitton started off in like the 1800s as a really high-end trunk company, like moving trunks to put your high-end stuff in, throw it in the back of a train or what did they have back then? Stagecoach, like a stagecoach, and kind of haul your high-end haberdashery around.
Haberdashery. All right. So these people listening, they want to grab your stuff. They got to go. They need to send you a DM. And if they're listening to the podcast, you're going to help them out. Tell them what you're going to do.
Yeah, so we have a discount code we'll give them. We have a swing of different like prices and arrays of stuff people want to do. So
yeah, depending on what they want, how customized they want it, right?
Yeah, some people get some pretty high-end stuff. And since, everybody in MMA and jiu-jitsu, we all live in our flip-flops, my flip-flops are the nicest things I have. So when I leave them at the gym, they stand out like a sore thumb. Everyone can tell which one's mine. And it's kind of my way of like showing off a little bit at the gym. You got to have that nice strap guard.
That's your swag.
You got to get that nice gi, get your patches all lined, but then you got to leave a nice pair of flip-flops on the edge of the mat.
Like, whose are these? Oh, those are Brandon's. Don't touch Brandon's flip-flops. How you know they're his? Girl, those are toe holds. Kind of like Bugle Boy jeans.
And they say B-Mac on them.
Mine do say B-Mac on them. All right, so let's do this. Let's pick a listener that's been like screenshotting. Like what we've been doing is saying, okay, screenshot how you're listening to the podcast, and then and if you'll tag me and then tag you, and then share it on your Instagram, then we'll enter you in a drawing. And then I'm just going to let you pick who wins the free pair. Who's it going to be, dude?
Yeah, so we picked this person, but I wanted to wait till. So this is one of last month's winners, but I wanted to wait until I was on the show with you to be able to pick him. So it's Andrew Shaw 23. Andrew Shaw 23.
Now listen, if Andrew Shaw 23 is not listening, he's not going to know he won. That'd be sad, wouldn't it? Or are you going to shoot him a DM and let him know?
Yeah, he has to slip into my DMs.
Oh, Andrew, that's pressure, dude. That's pressure. I hope he's listening. What if he misses? That'd be so sad. Well, I'll keep everybody updated.
I'm sure he's listening. He's listening.
I'll keep everybody updated. All right, man. Well, that's it for now. If I want to come train with you, where you train at?
10th Planet Las Vegas.
Oh, man. My guy out there with my dude, Casey Halstead.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he is the man. But you're the man, too. There's a lot of the man.
Really. Not really the man.
You are the man.
I'm more of the kid. I'm the kid.
You're the kid. This is two bald kids talking on a podcast.
That's
all right.
it.
Hey, you know what, man? What if people weren't interested in flip-flops? They were just interested in maybe signing up for a jiu-jitsu website. Can you think of any that you might recommend?
Ooh, I know a dope one that's only a few bucks a month.
How much?
And I think it's like $5 a month.
What? Get out of town.
Yeah, I don't know. It just bills me every month. How much is it?
It's $5 a month.
$5. No joking aside.
What's the name of it?
Is it BrandonMC.Ninja?
I believe it is, girl.
Ooh, I got the worst memory too. I was on the spot there. No joking aside, those videos are legit. If I haven't been to the gym in a couple of days, which happens a lot nowadays, I'll check out one of those videos. I'll just try to roll something new or like try to clean something up. Your videos are legit.
You're the man.
Legit.
All right, guys. That's it. We're out of here. Thanks, dude. I'll talk to you soon. I should be out in Vegas really soon.
Come on. It'll start cooling down in September.
Yeah, I ain't coming back while it's 123, player. All right, man.
All right, brother.
I'll see you.
Bye-bye.